I just started an ab workout with one of my favorite exercises to target the lower abs, the hanging leg raise. As long as you know how to do this exercise correctly, it's a great exercise to work the abs, especially the lower abs, and even strengthen the core. And the key to doing the hanging leg raise properly is range of motion. How many times have you heard or read that to do the hanging leg raise or hanging knee raise correctly, you should raise your legs until your thighs are parallel with the floor, then lower your legs back to the start and repeat for reps? Well, however many times it was that you've heard or read that advice is precisely the number of times that you've been given the wrong information on how to properly perform the hanging leg raise. The key to properly working the abs on this exercise is bringing the thighs past parallel. In fact, the higher you go past parallel, the better this exercise becomes. The reason that the range of motion is so important on this exercise is because to truly work the abs, you must bend the spine forward. Although many people might think that the six-pack is composed of several muscles, it's actually just one long continuous muscle, scientifically referred to as the rectus abdominis, or abs for short. It runs from the ribs to the pelvis. These blocks, that we call the six-pack, are due to tendons that run across the rectus abdominis muscle. And the groove that separates the blocks on the left from the blocks on the right is formed by a long tendon that runs up the middle of the rectus abdominis. When this muscle contracts, it causes the spine to bend forward, either from the top down towards the bottom, such as during crunches, or it bends the spine forward from the bottom up towards the top, such as during reverse crunches or hanging leg raises. Anytime you flex the spine forward from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom to the top, you use the ab muscle fibers from the top to the bottom. So when you do hanging leg raises, you work the entire rectus abdominis. However, when you do this exercise, you will feel more burn in the lower abs. That's because the lower ab muscle fibers take the majority of the load from the lower body, and that causes those muscle fibers to fatigue. To do the hanging leg raise, position yourself in a vertical bench, also known as a captain's chair, or hang from a pull-up bar using your hands or a pair of ab straps. Your legs should hang straight down below you in the start position. Contract your abs to raise your legs up as high as you can so that your spine flexes forward from the bottom up. Try to get your feet to point up toward the ceiling in the top position. This will maximize the muscle fiber activity of the lower abs. Slowly lower your legs back to the start position. Be sure you lower your legs in a slow and controlled manner and do not let them just drop back down. This will place greater stress on the lower ab muscle fibers to encourage better muscle development. You can also do the hanging leg raise from a pull-up bar using your hands or using ab straps as seen here. If doing hanging leg raises with straight legs is too difficult for you, you can do hanging knee raises with bent legs. A great way to really blast the lower abs is to do hanging leg raises until you reach muscle failure. Then do an extended set by immediately continuing with hanging knee raises until you reach muscle failure again. Your lower abs will be on fire after this extended set. What few people realize is that the hanging leg raise is not only a great exercise to work the lower abs, but it's also a great exercise to strengthen the core. This is especially true when doing hanging leg raises from a chin-up bar, as you don't have the back support of the vertical bench. Whether you do hanging leg raises from a bar or from a vertical bench, I suggest that you do them first in your workout when your abs are the strongest and not yet fatigued. be sure to head over to my website, jimstoppani.com, for exclusive videos and articles on training, nutrition, and supplements, and tons of workouts for getting bigger, stronger, and leaner.